So in today's program, we're going to get just a little bit rude and we're going to make a really silly insult generator. Now to start, you want to make a list that's going to store all of your insults. So that needs to be a really nice descriptive name. So I'm going to call it insults. And I'm just going to move this over and maybe make it a bit bigger so I can actually see what I'm writing. And then I'm going to enter a couple of examples of insults. So I'm going to say, "You're clumsy." I might say, "You smell of old shoes." I'm just going to stop the third one and I'm going to say, "Your breath smells like cheese." So we want really kind of silly insults. So we've got a list, and that list has 3 items in it. Now, I want to be able to grab a single item. So just like last lesson, we're going to make a variable, and that's going to be one single insult. So I'm going to call this one the outcome again. So I now have a list of insults, and then I have a variable that's going to output one of those insults. So if I go to my control, grab one of my blocks that start it, so I'm going to run it every time I press the space key. Every time I press the space key, the first thing I want to do is I want to set my outcome, so that variable is going to store one insult, to one of these insults from our list. So I go down to where my list blocks are, and I'm going to grab where it says item 1 of insults. So if I didn't change that, that would always grab "you're clumsy." So if I click on it, you'll see it's now any. I want to test my program, so you'll see when I run my program by pressing the space button, it does randomly assign outcome to any one of these items from my list. But I want my sprite to actually start saying some of those things. So I want to go to my looks, and so I'm going to have him say it for 3 seconds, and instead of saying hello, I want to actually use my variable, so I want to use my outcome. So now if I run it, my character then outputs one of those insults.